When you do this spell every day for 7 days, then every part of your life will change. Words are powerful and magical, but words spoken when embodied, meaning you feel the words when you're speaking them, is a whole new level of magic. And then when you add in the fact that this spell is done in front of the mirror, then you are speaking it, feeling it, and receiving it all at the same time. This spell packs a punch. And this is about how you are going to create a portal to your highest level of possibility. And I'm going to tell you not only the spell itself, but what will happen each day in the 7 days that you do this spell. But here's the thing. There is a caveat to this. And the caveat is you have to actually do it. Listening to me explain it to you isn't enough. Writing it down isn't enough. You have to actually do it. So I have notes for you here. So I'm going to share the step-by-step breakdown of this power spell. And then I also have noted down the most commonly asked questions when I share or teach spell work like this, because I know what people are going to ask and I'm going to address them for you up front. So hopefully that will help you remove any boundaries that might stop you from embracing this way of being. And here's the thing. We're doing this work in Witch School. You can join. The price started at $8 a month, went to $16 a month, went to $44 a month, and it's about to go up again. So if you haven't joined Witch School, now is the time. The link is in the show notes. And this is where I'm once a month live. You'll see me there for a Q&A. You can come, and circle with me and ask any questions. And I give you information like this to do several times a week. Okay. So let's talk about the mirror work itself. When you are in the mirror looking at yourself and not your body, I want you to be close enough to where you can see your eyes. The mirror is a bridge between you and any other versions of you. The present part of you that's embodied in flesh and blood and bone. And it could even be a higher version of you that you're talking to. It could be a version of you that you are trying to make foundational changes to, such as releasing trauma or pain. But if you just think of a mirror as a bridge and you're opening the portal to access this bridge, then you can reprogram, reprint, or rewrite any of the story that you hold or an older version of you holds. What we're doing today is we are talking to the highest version of you. And that highest version of you then will reflect back to you the energetics, the feelings that you need to get to that next level. And here's how this works. Number 1, you're going to stand in front of the mirror focusing on your own eyes. And preferably you're going to do this in the quiet without people around, without noise, without your phone dinging. This can be morning or night. But you're going to stand in the mirror, number 1. Number 2, hold your gaze. Number 3, you're going to pick 1 or 2 of these and write them down and use them over and over again for each of the 7 days. I am powerful. I am becoming. I am safe. I am abundant. I am no longer hiding my true self. I am sacred. I am a healer. I am here on purpose. I am the spell. Say it and feel it in front of the mirror. Make your own combination, only 2 or 3, so it's easy to memorize. And I do not recommend that you actually tape it on the mirror. Some spells we can tape on the mirror. This one, I want you to hold your gaze so powerfully that I don't want you to be having to look away to see the paper. So just a few that you can remember. Number 4, take several deep breaths while you're holding your gaze, both before and after you speak these words. Now, if you're using, say, 2 of them, let's say, for example, I am powerful, I am becoming, I am the spell. You might take a few deep breaths. I am powerful, I am becoming, I am the spell. I am powerful, I am becoming, I am the spell. You'll start to feel something inside of you. So you want to speak it with breaths in between as long as needed until you start to feel something. And then if you have time, because you can do this morning or night, or both morning and night, when you're done, you might write down how you felt or anything that came to you. Sometimes I find after I do big mirror work like that, say I did that 33 times, it might take me 10 minutes to do it 33 times, to speak it 33 times with breath work. Maybe it'll take 15 minutes. And if you sit down with a journal afterwards and just note down how you feel, it will help you track the impact, and it will give you more reason to keep doing it, to stay committed for 7 days. Now, you can do this as long as you want. I'm talking about the first 7 days that really pack a punch. So on day 1, now let me tell you what you should expect in the 7 days. Day 1, you might feel a little discomfort. Most of the time, because when we look in the mirror, we're not looking to, look at our own gaze. We're looking to, get dressed, to get ready, to, do our makeup or do our hair, or maybe you're looking at the mirror for another reason, but the discomfort and the resistance is often looking at ourselves, not necessarily the words we're speaking. Keep going. Number 2, you're going to start to bring, like day 2, you're going to feel the change in your body. You're going to become aware of something shifting. And you might even just be aware that it's discomfort. You might even be aware of heat. Like even those few rounds that I just spoke that to you, I started to feel something in my belly. It's a quickening of, I want to say a quickening of my pulse, but the pulse in my belly. So a quickening of my inner knowing, because our inner knowing knows. Our mind doesn't. That's why we're doing this. On day 3, you will probably crack open. You're going to be like, wow, how can something so simple, speaking to myself, looking at myself, and receiving from myself, this is cracking me open. On day 4, you might feel a little bit of, I wrote down the word rage, but I don't know that it's rage. It might be rage. It might be rage that you recognize that someone else has told you the opposite of these things for so long that you telling yourself the truth of the thing of who you are starts to might make you a little angry, because you'll realize, wow, I didn't believe this that I'm speaking to myself, because this is why I suggest journal after. Just write all of that out and leave it. It's okay. We're reprogramming that. And return to your center and do it again. On day 5, you're going to find yourself strengthening in this belief. You're going to find some conditioning changing. You're going to, and listen, we're talking about 10 minutes a day, and this is day 5 of 10 minutes a day. This is why it's really difficult for me when people say, I'm really busy and I've lost track of my practices and my rituals and my meditation. I think to myself that it makes me sad that we don't give ourselves 10 minutes, let alone 30 minutes a day, to be a higher, better, more aligned version of ourselves. That makes me sad, because you deserve it. You should give yourself, at the bare minimum, a half an hour a day. That's for another podcast, so I'll leave that there. Day 5, strengthening and anchoring. You're going to feel that power coming online stronger. On day 6, you're going to start to see energy shifts outside of just the mirror work. You're going to find yourself reacting to situations in your day-to-day life that's different than how you would normally react. And that's because of the shift that you're doing in front of the mirror. It's going to now start to change how you show up and how you appear in the world. And then on day 7, you should expect yourself to become more devoted to you. You're going to realize that you deserve devotion from yourself. When you do that, then you might redefine it, change it, do it more, commit to longer term, make it a part of your habit. Now, we already know it takes, science tells us it takes at least 21 days to create new habits. So these 7 days is just to pack a punch to show you what's possible. But if you want to make a habit of this ritual, you need to do it for more than 7 days. Okay, let me address the most commonly asked questions. Number 1, what if I feel stupid or uncomfortable? I say you're human, and that's all of us. Which is why I say do it in private, do it in the quiet. It's okay. Keep going. Let yourself be uncomfortable. Let yourself just feel uncomfortable. It's something new. Try it. I think that we spend a lot of time trying to step out of discomfort when really the discomfort is just something different. You're flexing a different muscle, especially when you're looking at yourself in the eyes. Now, someone like me who does a lot of video content, I'm used to seeing myself on camera, which, by the way, is a distorted view, right? A distorted view in a camera. But I'm used to seeing myself a lot. So I'm used to looking at myself. So it's a little easier for me to do mirror work. But if you haven't in a while, it's a little discombobulating to see yourself. You'll be like, wow, where did all those wrinkles come from? And wow, I left a little extra eyeliner there. Oh my goodness, my face is aging. Get over all of that. This is just being human, feeling uncomfortable doing something new. Second common question, and this is an underspoken question. People ask me this in such strange ways, but I know what they're asking. And the question is this vain? No. And I say that with like an up talk at the end, because what do you consider to be vain? Focusing on yourself, telling yourself that you are powerful, that you are the spell, that you have possibilities beyond your imagination has nothing to do with vanity, which is what we call being vain. Let that belief go. That's been conditioned into you. Number 3, I hear a lot that people say affirmations don't work for me. And that's because what I said at the beginning, a lot of times we focus on the fact that words are magical, words are powerful, and they are. But it has to be felt. And so you might even be speaking words that you don't feel true yet. You might not feel powerful, but you're saying you are powerful. This is why we're doing it in the mirror. We are multiplying the impact by 1,000. By doing it in the mirror, focusing on our own gazes. That's going to help you feel something deeper than the words might mean to you when you start. It's totally fine. The next commonly asked question is, I cry when I do this. And my response is, good. Because you're releasing the things that stopped you from believing that. When you bring holy water out of your eyes, when you are gazing into your eyes, that is deep feeling. That is reverent. I say good. The next commonly asked question is, do I have to do it perfectly every day? No. Yet you should try to make it short enough to where you can use it over and over again. As you saw in my little sample, those 3 little points, I could repeat them over and over again in this same mirror work session because I can remember them. You don't have to do it perfectly every day, but try to keep it the same in the 7 days. Next commonly asked question, will something I do for 7 days really change my life? Yes, if you let it. As I said earlier, you actually have to do this. Hearing me talk about it, writing it down isn't going to give you an idea of what it feels like. It's interesting being a spiritual teacher, a practicing witch, and teaching people what to do, but knowing that if you don't actually go and do it, you can't feel what I'm feeling. I don't teach or give anything that I haven't done myself hundreds of times or taught hundreds of people. I can only tell you that it's only going to work and change your life if you do it. That's the first part. You have to do it. It's really quite interesting to me. A lot of one-on-one sessions I have with people that have been following me on social media for a long time, they ask me a lot about specific spells, and I'll say, okay, well, what was the outcome? Did you track the results? And they'll be like, well, I didn't actually do it because I didn't think that it would work. You got to do the spell. You got to try it. All right. Next commonly asked question. when do I really, like, when's the best time to do this? And my answer is when you can set aside 10, 15, or 20 minutes for yourself every day. You might even do this in your car with the visor down because you can only see your eyes. You might do this in the bathroom when you're getting ready. You might do this at the end of the day when you're brushing your teeth. You might do this. You might take a small handheld mirror and go sit with a tree. I mean, wow, that's going to add, 1,000 layers of power because of the tree will hear you. The tree will boost you. So the answer is, when is the best time to do this? Right now. Whenever you're watching this, I want you to start tomorrow. Now's the right time. Don't forget to check the link in the description to join me in Witch School, and make sure you have subscribed to this channel. If you don't know, my name is Tahverlee. I have lots of teachings and offerings for you, and I'm really excited to see you again soon.